Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson, your admin right here in Living with Power and Purpose, our amazing group. And we are honored to have you join us. We are honored to have you a part of our positive community. This is Healthy Monday. Yay, Healthy Monday. I learned so much doing Healthy Mondays because I learned how to be healthy. We believe you cannot fulfill your purpose without living a healthy life. If you're sluggish and you're eating too many sweets and you're eating too many fried foods, then you cannot fulfill your purpose because you're too tired or lazy really to do anything, or you're constantly in the hospital, or we take medication that have such side effects. But if we eat healthier, we can live, laugh, and enjoy our lives while fulfilling our God-given purpose. Well, hi everyone, I'm Evangelist Andrea, and I come on every other Monday for Healthy Monday. Sometimes I put on a video, sometimes I come on live to give you some good information and good health tips. Also, join your other admin, Patricia Hawthorne, who comes on every other Friday with how to live, laugh, and enjoy your life. She's really awesome and has some amazing tips. So we hope you are enjoying our short sessions. I'm again Andrea, one of your admins on Living with Power and Purpose. Welcome to my short session. So today we are going to talk about sweet tooth. We're going to talk about the benefits of sweets and the negative of eating sweets. Okay, so there are some good benefits. Okay, so we're not ruling out sweets altogether. We just want to eat them in moderation. When it comes to food cravings, there's a good chance you might be craving sugar sweets like pastries, cookies, candy, and chocolate, right? A sweet tooth is a response to stress, blood sugar going up and down, and it can be genetic. Did you know that? You craving sweets can be something genetic. Maybe your mother had that craving. Maybe your father had that craving. The brain releases, I'm going to try to pronounce this, dopamine, dopamine, when consuming sugar, creating a pleasurable, addictive cycle. Some key factors are, let's look at some key factors about sugar. Stress and emotions. What causes us to eat sugar? What causes us to eat too much of sweets and have that sweet tooth? High stress. Do you notice when you're really stressed, you crave more sweets? You look for it as a scapegoat to kind of help you with your stress. Well, high stress raises cortisol. I hope I pronounced it right. And hunger hormones, driving cravings for comfort foods. That's another reason why we crave when we are in stressful situations. Another thing, our brain deprivation. Sugar triggers the brain pressure centers, creating a habit loop. Our brain, something in our brain that tells us we need that sugar, and it's creating a habit to constantly eat sugar. Number three, something else is sleep deprivation, lack of sleep. Did you know that? I didn't know that a lack of sleep disrupts hunger hormones, increasing cravings. If you're not getting enough sleep, that can increase your cravings for sugar. So we encourage you to get rest. And if you can't get a whole 6 to 8 hours of sleep, take naps during the daytime, and it really will help. Another thing that causes cravings is nutritional deficiency. Deficiencies in magnesium or zinc can trigger cravings. Another is genetics, which we said earlier. Various in taste receptors can make some people more sensitive to or craving of sugar. Did you know that? That if someone in your family member has a genetic, you know how some people obesity, it runs in the family and it can be genetic. So we have to really be careful and get help with these matters because too much sugar is not good for us. Also, chronic consumption can alter brain chemistry, making it harder to say no to sweets over time. I've asked myself many times, why am I craving sweets so much? Why do I crave sugar? Sometimes I just crave it, like I have to eat it. It looks like the older we get, the more we crave the sugar, and that's the more it's not good for us. So we really have to be careful. Also, the reason are partly psychological and partly because of the environment in which we live. We see everywhere sugar, everywhere on the TV, commercials, sugar. They are helping us to eat sugar and to desire sugar. Okay, so it's in the world today. The human body functions a bit like a car, right? You put fuel in the tank and then you drive, explains dietitian Anna Taylor. If the body doesn't get the fuel, it needs then strong physical cravings can manifest. We manifest that cravings when we are not getting the proper nutrition in our body. That's why it's very important to eat healthy. What kind of fuel your body need? Tawana? What kind of fuel your body need? Kendra? What kind of fuel? A balanced intake throughout the day of high fiber, lean protein, and healthy fats. Heart healthy fats. That's the type of things we need in our body to defeat the cravings of eating too much of sugar. It's high fiber, lean protein, and heart healthy fats. Another benefit of eating sweets. Now we're going to talk about some benefits because there are some benefits in eating sweets. Everything is not negative, but we just have to eat it in moderation. Yes, moderate intake of sweets can provide benefits, including acting as a fast-acting energy source for muscles during exercising or increasing dopamine. I hope I pronounced that right. DAPAMINE. Serotonin for improved mood. It helps improve our mood. Also supporting function and aiding relaxation. Sometimes you notice when you eat sugar, you really get a lot of energy, but then that energy comes down. So we have to eat sugar in moderation. And one good thing is dark chocolate. Do you like dark chocolate? No, it's kind of bitter, but it's good for your health, believe it or not. Dark chocolate can help lower blood pressure. Did you know that? It can be a natural way to lower your blood pressure, while small, controlled intake can prevent cravings and help with long-term diet adherence. So if you have a situation with eating too much of sweets, try eating some dark chocolate. Maybe like, I think 76% over can really help. It's good for your health, and also it will eliminate some of your sweets, craving like Snickers and honey buns. Also, eating sugar in moderation can help you mentally. Did you know that? It can help you mentally. The brain relies on glucose for energy, so moderate sugar intake can help with focus, memory, and function. Now, I need to read that one again. That went over my head. Eating sugar in moderation, let me just eat a little bit, not a whole lot, can help you mentally. Today we need help mentally. So much is going on. We need to think about our health. The brain relies on glucose for energy. So moderate sugar intake can help with focus. It can help us to stay focused. Do you know when you get older? I'm still young. I'm just 58. But when you get older, your focus get off track. You notice how you're forgetting a lot? Okay, so that comes in play. Memory, you get memory loss. And you know, but it helps us function when we do these things, eating sugar in moderation. In addition, eating sweets in moderation can improve digestion system. Did you know that? It can improve your digestion. Enjoying a small dessert after a meal can help in creating a relaxed, satisfying state that aids digestion. See, there's some good things about eating sweets. Certain sweets, such as dark chocolate, uh, I said 75% cocoa or higher. The higher you go, the more bitter that dark chocolate is. So 75% is probably not so bad. But when you go up to like 80, like I like 80%, 86%, I try to get more cocoa than the sweets because I know it's good for my health. So certain sweets such as dark chocolate, 75% cocoa or higher, contains antioxidants that can reduce the risk of heart disease and strokes. As we get older, I'm making 59 years old in July. And as I get matured, as I'm maturing in age, I want to get everything in our body. We want to get everything in our body that can help prevent heart disease and strokes and other diseases that tries to come upon our body. And as we get older, eating healthier can help us to live longer lives. Now let's talk a little about the negative side of sugar. We talked about the positive side. Now let's talk about the negative side. To maintain health, the American Heart Association recommend limiting added sugar to 6 teaspoons, 24 grams, okay, for women and children. So if you're a woman or you're a child, then you need to have 24 grams of sugar and 9 teaspoonfuls, that's 36 grams from men daily. And that's all you need to take. You do not need to go over that. And I know every day we are going over that amount. Healthier alternatives include fruit. You can have fruits that can help. Dark chocolate instead of sweets, or homemade low sugar treats. Some people are good at cooking. They can cook a good homemade treat. Health impacts of high sugar intake. What's some health impacts of high sugar intakes? Disease risk. Yes, they will cause disease. They will cause us to get disease if we eat too much of sweets. High intake of sugar leads to type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Now, you do not want to get a heart disease. You do not want them to cut on your heart. You do not want a pacemaker. That's something to think about. When your heart is damaged, when your heart stops beating, that's it. Your life is over. So if we eat too much of sugar, it can cause heart disease. Did you know that? That's why some people have heart disease. That's why some people have to get a pacemaker. And we do not want to ever let them do surgery on our heart. But in order to stay healthy, we must eliminate sweets. We must keep it in moderation. So include fruits. So fruits and dark chocolate and homemade low sugar treat is a good way if you want to get that sweets inside of you. You have that craving. So if we have too much a high intake of sugar, it can cause diabetes and heart disease. Also, it can cause inflammation. Excess sugar raises C-reactive protein. Did you know that? I didn't. It increasing chronic inflammation, which can affect mental health. Many of us need to keep our mental health healthy because the problems and the situation that goes on today, high prices of food going up, everything's happening today, some people cannot handle that, and we get mentally ill. And it's okay if we have mental situations, we find ourselves getting depressed, thinking outside of our character. Get help, get therapy, see a psychiatrist, do whatever you need to do to live a healthier life, okay? It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's real. Maybe I'll come on one time and talk about mental health. And also, eating too much of sugar causes mood disorder. 1 minute you're up, next 1 minute you're grouchy, next minute you're nice. 1 minute you're mean, next minute you're kind. So we have to be careful because too much of sugar causes a lot of damage to our health, our mentally, our mood swing, heart disease. So much happens when you eat too much of sugar. Also, sugary foods often replace nutrition dense foods providing empty calories without essential vitamins or minerals. It just put weight on us, really. Okay, let's talk about some things we can eat in place of too much sugar. We almost finished. What are some of the things you think we can eat in place of sugar, Elle? What are some things we can eat in place of sugar, Barbara? Maybe some things you have eaten. You can share with us, put it in the chat, and I'd be happy to read it for you. Okay, one thing I wrote down is fresh fruits. Now, some fruits have too much of sugar, okay, but fresh fruits provides vitamins and fiber. We need that inside our bodies. Dark chocolate. Another food we can eat, another snack is dark chocolate. They say 86% or higher. It really gets bitter when you go like 86 or 90%. That dark chocolate really gets bitter. But what I do, I buy dark chocolate. It may cost me about $5 at Walgreens, but I eat pieces of it. I can't eat the whole thing in one day. It's too bitter, but I eat pieces of it because I look at it as a health kick for me. I know it's good for my health. So I want to encourage you with that. And it'll defeat the cravings of eating the bad sugary foods. So try dark chocolate. Have the cocoa is very good for you. Natural sweeteners, or you can use mashed bananas because bananas are very sweet. Applesauce or dates and bacon instead of refined sugar. You can do these things. Mash some bananas up. Let that be your sugar over your pan or whatever you're eating that you need to have a sweet taste. Applesauce, I usually eat applesauce without sugar, and it's really good because I love apples. So you just have to try to get other things with less sugar when you have those cravings of eating sweets. Another thing is smart swaps. What can we do? What do I mean by that? Try Greek yogurt with berries. Greek yogurt is delicious. Greek yogurt, maybe you have to just change your eating habits, change your taste buds. Chia pudding or apple slices with nut butter. See, you can do these things to try to defeat the bad sweet cravings. Also, moderation. Enjoy sweets in small, regular amounts rather than daily. So, if you're going to eat that honey bun, maybe eat half of that honey bun. One thing you can do too to help you eliminate your sweets is don't get a big bag of Snickers, okay? Because you're going to eat that whole bag. Don't get a big bag of a certain type of snacks that's very sweet. Maybe if you want to eat a Snicker, don't get the big bag. Get a, the little small party-sized Snickers, or just get one Snicker if you're going to eat it, and try not to get so many of them in one week, because I know we have those cravings. It's hard to just break away just like that, but you can eliminate the sweets that you're eating. Remember, your health depends on eating healthier. You can get heart disease and have to get heart operation. You can have mental illness, and you can have mood swings that can destroy your relationships. It's just so much. Eating too much of sugar is not good for us. And guess what? That's the end of my session. I hope you receive something out of this short sessions. I encourage you to listen to it over and over again. You cannot share it because it's in our Living with Power and Purpose Facebook group, but you can listen to it again. Let me leave you with 3 quotes. The first quote, the first wealth is health. The first wealth is health. I like that. That's by Ralph Waldo. You can't enjoy wealth if you're not in good health. I like that one too. You can't enjoy wealth if you're not in good health. That's anonymous. And the last one I wrote down, health is like money. Everyone likes money, right? We never have a true idea of its value until we lose it. Once you lose your health, once you get cancer, once you get heart disease, once you get diabetes, then you realize how value it was. Oh, I shouldn't have eaten that way. I should have eaten better to take care of my health. Health is like money. We never have a true idea of its value until we lose it. Remember, good health is wealth, for without it, You can't enjoy anything in life. That's by Samuel Zulu. Well, I hope you have been encouraged tonight. Please take these tips and apply them to your lives. Share them with your children. I would like to give you a few announcements. If you have not joined Living with Power and Purpose Facebook group, what are you waiting for? Come and join our positive community. We are honored to have you with us. Living with Power and Purpose has a new women's healing private Facebook group called Women Thou Be Made Whole. Sorry, men, but all of the women, I'm encouraging you to join our private Facebook group. Again, it's called Women Thou Be Made Whole. We are going to be doing some special things inside of this group. It's very encouraging. So we just opened it up, and it's not in numbers. However, we would love to have many women join us, okay? So please join Women Thou Be Made Whole private Facebook group. Living with Power and Purpose has partnership with two awesome and amazing women organizations. She Speak Wellness, more for my sisters with Minister Sonia Hosey, and People Inspire Change with our very own other admin, Evangelist Patricia Hawthorne. So we have collaborated together to do some amazing things with women. These are all women organizations. I want to encourage you to join Sonia Hosey. She's right here on Facebook. Join She Speak Wellness, and she also have a group called Iron Sharpens Iron. I encourage you women to join that group. Also, join Patricia Hawthorne women's group called People Inspire Change. And another group she has is called Women in Transition, right here on Facebook. Women, get involved with positive surroundings. Also, Living with Power and Purpose is hosting a roundtable regarding living healthy and self-care on February the 28th at 5:30 p.m. on Zoom. We are going to have some flyers posted on our Facebook page. Please join us, women. This is going to be an amazing group. This is going to be an amazing event. It's going to be a round table. Again, we're going to talk about living healthy, living a joyful life, and self-care. We want to live, laugh, and enjoy our lives while fulfilling our God-given purpose. Living with Power and Purpose want to see you at these events, and we are honored to have you in our positive community. So remember, as I leave, thanks so much for joining me for my short session tonight, and please stay focused, healthy, and encouraged. Again, thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful evening.